Friends, are you feeling overwhelmed today? Like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you just can't catch a break? We all face challenges in life, times when we feel lost, afraid, and uncertain about the future. But in those moments, it's important to remember that we are not alone. God, in His infinite love and mercy, has given us His Word as a source of strength, encouragement, and guidance. Today we're going to delve into some powerful Bible verses that will uplift your spirit and remind you of God's unwavering love and support in the midst of your struggles. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more uplifting content. The first verse I want to share with you comes from Isaiah 43:2. It says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you." Isn't that a beautiful promise? No matter what storms you face in life, God is right there with you. He's not distant, He's not indifferent, He's walking beside you every step of the way, holding you up and whispering words of encouragement. You see, friend, you are never truly alone in your struggles. God sees your pain, He hears your cries, and He promises to be your constant companion, your shelter in the storm, your source of strength when you feel weak. So hold on to His promise, and know that even in the darkest of times, His light will guide you through. The weight of worry, the burden of fear, the anxiety that can creep into our minds, these are all very real struggles we face. But friend, I want to remind you today that God cares for you deeply. 1 Peter 5:7 tells us, "Casting all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you." He doesn't want you to carry those burdens alone. He longs for you to lay them at His feet and trust in His love and provision. He is big enough to handle any problem, any worry, any fear you may have. So let go, my friend. Release your burdens to Him and allow His peace to wash over you. Sometimes when we're facing difficulties, it's easy to lose sight of hope. We start to believe that things will never get better, that our circumstances will never change. But I want to remind you today that God has a plan for your life, a plan filled with hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." Even when you can't see it, even when you can't feel it, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life for His good purpose. He sees the bigger picture, and He knows the path that will lead you to your greatest blessings. So hold on to hope, my friend, for God is faithful and He will fulfill His promises to you. We all go through times when we feel weak and inadequate, like we just don't have the strength to keep going. But it's in those moments of weakness that God's power shines the brightest. 2 Corinthians 12:9 reminds us, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." When we acknowledge our limitations and surrender our weaknesses to God, His strength becomes our strength. His power flows through us, enabling us to overcome any obstacle and rise above any challenge. Life is full of ups and downs, seasons of joy and seasons of sorrow. And while it's okay to grieve and feel your emotions deeply, it's important to remember that even in the darkest of nights, joy will come again. Psalm 30 verse 5 reminds us, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Just like the sun rises each day, chasing away the darkness, God's love and faithfulness will chase away your sorrows and bring you a new day filled with joy and hope. Hold on to that promise, my friend, and know that even in the midst of your tears, God sees you, He hears you, and He is working to bring you beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. We all long for peace in our lives. Peace of mind, peace in our relationships, peace in the midst of chaos. And while the world may offer temporary solutions, true peace, lasting peace, can only be found in Christ. Philippians 4 verse 7 tells us, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This peace is not the absence of problems, but a deep sense of calm and assurance that transcends our circumstances. It's a peace that guards our hearts from fear and anxiety, a peace that allows us to rest in God's love and sovereignty, knowing that He is in control. My friend, never doubt your worth in the eyes of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, a precious creation, cherished and adored by the King of Kings. Jeremiah 31 verse 3 reminds us, "I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have continued my faithfulness to you." His love for you is not based on your performance, your accomplishments, or your mistakes. It's a love that is unconditional, unwavering, and eternal. Friends, as we conclude our time together today, I want to leave you with this. No matter what you're facing, remember, you are seen, you are known, you are loved. Hold on to these promises and speak them over your life. Let them be your anchor in the storms, your source of strength in weakness, and your reminder that you are never alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more uplifting content.